Valley at Dos Colinas, the Hills family estate, and we're live right now with Bruce Cockburn. Bruce, wonderful to see you again. Thanks for doing this.
Nice to see you too. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, and congratulations to you. 50 years as a recording artist, or 51 years now.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're going to take a second try at the 50th anniversary tour coming up, but yeah, we had a whole celebratory tour lined up last year for that. The first album came out in early 1970, so that was kind of the occasion, and so we didn't get to do it, obviously, and we're hoping we'll get to do it this year, but who knows?
Well, congratulations to you two. That is no small thing to have been doing this thing for 51 years, so congratulations, and we can't wait to share some of your music with our audience right now. What's happening first?
This is Lovers in a Dangerous Time, which seemed to me appropriately rather well suited to the circumstances in which we find ourselves right now. I'm not sure that, objectively speaking, this era is more dangerous than any other, but the dangers are obvious. So, when I wrote this, I was thinking of my older daughter's generation when they were kids. They were little kids, and they were growing up with the threat of environmental destruction, of all kinds of technological advances that were not going to necessarily be positive, and all sorts of, and AIDS too. So here they were. They couldn't even look forward to love as a respite from the other stuff that was coming at them, and I just felt really bad about that. So this is the song that came out of those feelings. Don't the hours grow shorter as the days go by? You never get to stop and open your eyes. One day you're waiting for the sky to fall, the next you're dazzled by the beauty of it all. When you're lovers in a dangerous time, lovers in a dangerous time. These fragile bodies of touch and taste, this vibrant skin, this hair like lace, spirits open to the thrust of grace. Never a breath you can afford to waste. When you're lovers in a dangerous time, lovers in a dangerous time. When you're lovers in a dangerous time, lovers in a dangerous time. When you're lovers in a dangerous time, sometimes you're made to feel as if your love's a crime. But nothing worth having comes without some kind of fight. Got to kick at the darkness till it bleeds daylight. When you're lovers in a dangerous time, lovers in a dangerous time, lovers in a dangerous time, lovers in a dangerous time. dangerous time. Lovers in a dangerous time. Oh, oh, yeah, 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 Lovers in a dangerous time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Bruce. Man, it always a total pleasure to see you. We met that the first time in the New York studio. Absolute delight. And this is even more special than that place. This is, man, we're
Quite
having
a bit
great
more,
time
actually.
here.
I mean, I love New York, but I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, so you're going to be a lot of places upcoming on the quote unquote 50th anniversary tour. Is there any part of the country or any venue or any restaurant or any region that you're particularly looking forward to getting back to?
Well, the first run is up the West Coast, which is going to be fun. I mean, it's all going to be fun. I look forward to all of it pretty much equally. I don't think I have really favorite places, but somehow, since I've been living on the West Coast now for about 10 years or a little more, it just feels kind of natural to be starting on the home turf in a way, and hopefully all these gigs will happen. So, but that will occupy 2 or 3 weeks of December, starting in Grass Valley, California, and then working our way up to Seattle.
I saw the freight and salvage dates will be a ton of fun. I know there's symphony space dates as well in New York, so I'll see you there.
Yeah, well, good. That's great. I mean, yeah, that I've never played there before at that particular venue in New York, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, the freight and salvage in Berkeley has been a good place to be a couple of different times in the past, and I'm looking forward to that very much.
Good. Well,
but, the problem is when you're playing in the town you live in, the guest list gets really complicated. So, otherwise, it's generally very simple, except for that, But anyway.
Nice. Well, it's good for all of us to be back out on the road. I mean, obviously, this is as distanced and as safe as it can possibly be. And I mean, good luck to us all. I really hope that those shows happen. I hope I get to see you at Symphony Space, and
yeah,
have no doubt that we'll all do things as safely and responsibly, and mindfully of other people's needs also at the same time.
Yeah, I mean it's a crapshoot. We'll just see how they roll.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, man, thank you again for being here. There's more of your music to be shared with our audience. What's coming up second today?
This was a request from my manager, Bernie.
Hey, Bernie, he's definitely tuned in. Hi,
Truth
Bernie.
be told, but it was a good suggestion, and it's a little on the mournful side, but I think a lot of us have been feeling stuck. That kind of goes without saying. This is a song about feeling stuck. It wasn't written in these circumstances. I wasn't thinking of this kind of stuck when I wrote it, but we all have our occasions when we just sort of feel that way personally and within ourselves, and that's what gave rise to the song. This is called Pacing the Cage. Sunset is an angel weeping, holding out a bloody sword. No matter how I squint, I cannot make out what it's pointing toward. Sometimes you feel like you've lived too long. Days drip slowly on the page. You catch yourself pacing the cage. I've proven who I am so many times. The magnetic strips worn thin, and each time I was someone else, and everyone was taken in. Powers chatter in high places, stir up eddies in the dust of rage. Set me to pacing the cage. I never knew what you all wanted, so I gave you everything. All that I could pillage, all the spells that I could sing. It's as if the thing were written in the constitution of the age. Sooner or later, you'll wind up pacing the cage. Sometimes the best map will not guide you. You can't see what's round the bend. Sometimes the road leads through dark places. Sometimes the darkness is your friend. Today these eyes scan bleached out land for the coming of the outbound stage. Pacing the cage. Pacing the cage. Pacing the cage. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bruce. So I overheard you and Juan talking beforehand about the guitar. I know a little tiny bit about it, just overhearing a few sentences, but I would like to know more about that guitar. It looks gorgeous. It sounds gorgeous. What is it? What is the story behind it?
It's a Boucher. Boucher is a small company in Quebec, the province of Quebec. I don't know them personally. They in 2017, I guess, if memory serves, which it doesn't always, there was an event. It was in which I, along with some bunch of other people, were inducted into the Canadian Canadian Songwriters Hall of Fame. So they gave to, they may have given out more of them, but what I'm aware of is at the end of the proceedings, the Boucher Company gave me and Michel Rivard, who's an excellent Quebecois singer-songwriter, and Neil Young, each one of these guitars. And, I didn't expect much. It's like a free guitar. That was nice, but there's this thing sitting in the case. But when I picked it up and started playing it, I was shocked at how beautiful it was, and how, it's become kind of a favorite in a way, partly because it's so nice, but also because there's something about the proportions of it that, as my hands get older and more arthritic and whatever, I can make my way around it better than the other excellent guitars which I have, because I've been blessed that way. With quite a number of very good guitars to play, but this one I've been playing a lot, so it came today.
Nice. Well, it looks wonderful. And when it's time to do work on that guitar, do you, when it's time to do setup work and just general maintenance stuff, do you send it back to Boucher? Do you have a tech? Are you the tech, or what's how does work get done to that one? There's a place am I going to get the name right without my phone to look it up on?
It's San Francisco Guitar Works, I think, something like that, and in the city of San Francisco, and they have a branch in Sonoma, I think, too, but I'm not familiar with that. But they've, so far, anytime I've needed that kind of work, they've done that. I mean, when we're on tour, especially with a band where there's an actual crew and so on, there's always a guitar tech who can take care of those kinds of things on the fly, but in between tours and when, like the shows that are coming up now being solo shows, it'll be just between me and whoever I can find. But these guitars are good. They don't need very much. Occasionally something happens, right? Like it gets banged up, or some other repair is needed. But most of the time they cruise along pretty well without much maintenance. Nice. At least by my standards. I mean, I don't know. I don't worry too much about it anyway.
Well, it's in lovely shape, lovely condition here today, and there's still one more of your songs to be shared with our audience. What's happening last today?
This is a new song. Well, newish. Earlier this year we put out a kind of a video demo of 4 new songs. It went out as a kind of benefit for the church that I go to, San Francisco Lighthouse in San Francisco, and it's on YouTube for people to see and hear. This is one of the songs from that. So it's not exactly brand new, but it's new since the last album came out, and it'll be on the next one. And it won't be on the next one because the next one is a greatest hits thing, but the one after that.
Anyway, yeah, greatest hits December 7th. I think we're breaking the news right now. I think we're just announcing that record's coming out right this second.
Is it December? I think it's December 3rd. I think that's what I was told.
That is true. Yeah, December 7th. Tour starts in Grass Valley. December 3rd is when the record comes out. Now the internet knows. We just broke it.
Yeah, I mean, were any of them actually hits? That's for the eye of the beholder to decide. But it's a collection of songs that people, I think, will appreciate. Anyway, so this is called When You Arrive. Breakfast was Mahler and coffee. Dinner's Lightning Hopkins and rye. Everything you say comes back to bite you. These days only beauty makes you cry. The chapel is closed for the COVID. Black mold owns the city by the sea. beaded cobweb in the moonlight, halo for a saint who's yet to be, and the dead shall sing to the living and the semi-alive. Bells will ring when you arrive. Limping like a three-legged canine, backbone creaking like a cheap shoe, dragging the accretions of a lifetime, that you ought to make another mile or two, and the dead shall sing to the living and the semi-alive. Bells will ring when you arrive. The dead shall sing to the living and the semi-alive. Bells will ring when you arrive. When you arrive. When you arrive. May we all arrive.
All right. Thank you, Bruce, man. Total
In our
pleasure as
appointed time.
always. I hope we get a chance to cross paths for the 52nd anniversary. We'll just keep on doing this. I'll see you
Let's
in,
do it.
I don't know, Joshua Tree maybe. We'll do one of these somewhere, and it's going to be awesome. Thanks, Hills, everybody, man, for hosting this. This has been a total delight. And Bruce, I'll just, we'll see you at the next one. Travel safely, and congratulations on 50 years.
Thanks very much. All the best.